Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to episode number 210 of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Today's episode is powered by my sponsor Elgato Gaming and the HD60S capture card, the green screen behind me, and of course the key lights I'm using to brighten everything up today. If you guys are looking to improve or up your content creation game, then I would definitely recommend these products, and you can find a link down below in the description to my Elgato profile page where there is a bonus setup video for you guys over there too. So now we can get on into the video, and I start things off today by listing a few players which have just sort of risen in price. I literally checked my Frank Ribery about 4 hours before I sold him for his max price of 20k, and he was about 13k. So I think the release of all of those icons has sort of pushed prices way upwards. So high rated golds are now kind of crazy prices. We basically double our money from about 60k to, well, I think nearly 120k or so. It's a good amount anyway we've got in the club, and knowing that we've got Neymar, Mbappe and Heung-min Son as tradable players, that would obviously make us probably have about 2 million coins, I would say, maybe a little bit less after EA tax, not too sure. But I went ahead and played some squad battles just so that I could try and do some of these weekly objectives, the ones that were like offline. So we did the James Norwood one, and we unlocked the Adidas UCL final ball, so the blue Champions League ball, which I think Bateson has been trying to get in for like the last 3 months, and finally he's kind of made it work, so GG's there. But yeah, we went and realised that, okay, we were one more match off of getting the swap deals player, and I did literally just a random silver single player match for that, and then finally we were able to go into a squad battles match to get our final player for, I've forgotten the guy's name, but it'll pop up in a moment. So at the moment we're sitting on 5 foot swap deal players. There's also one in the weekly objectives which we'll get to, and then what else will there be? There'll be one in squad battles as well Sunday night, and then we'll have 7, which means we'll probably be able to go ahead and unlock the foot birthday. Who was it? Who did I want? Foot birthday Munier is the guy's name. So we unlock Collins, and who actually doesn't look too bad at all, you know. I don't know if I'll ever find a use for him. However, we've got him. So it's an 86 rated that I'm happy to just welcome to the club. It didn't take me that long. I ended up using Seamus Coleman as my player. And for the foot swap ones, I was using an untradeable Tadic that I had. So it wasn't the easiest to score with Seamus Coleman and stuff. But hey, you know, we got it done in the end. And we can move on back into the weekend league. So we started the weekend league yesterday, and we, what did we go? 4-1. First 5 games were all right. Felt super smooth, really, really good. I was playing what I thought was pretty decent FIFA, and then we go into today's matches. So 5 minutes into the first match, I found myself 1-0 up, and I'm pretty confident that we're going to carry on doing well here. I'm looking like I'm pretty much bossing the game at the end of the first half, apart from scoring more goals, which would be obviously useful. And then 55 minutes on the clock, Aurier luckily doesn't get sent off, but I do give away a penalty, and it allows my opponent to get back into the game. I'm not happy about that. I genuinely thought that we were just slacking in this game, and we definitely needed to win it, obviously. And it didn't take me long. You might even class that as a kickoff goal to get down the line, whip it in, and then a volley from Heung-min Son puts us back in the lead. Neymar then whips one in towards the back post, and Mbappe's there to volley home, and it goes in off of Petr Cech. So, like, you know, we restore, or we get a 2-goal lead for the first time in this match. However, in the 79th minute, he kind of gets a goal back, and that worries me slightly. And then he literally takes the ball off of me from kickoff, goes down the other end, and then gets another opportunity here with De Bruyne and scores it. And I'm like, what? How? What? Why? When? What? Just not good. So 3-3 after 90 minutes. You can see actually at the end of this game, it was a very, very even match. Even though I thought to myself I really should be winning it. But take a look at the whacker inside the box in the 118th minute to score the winning goal. Now, that right there, I actually put on Instagram, my Instagram story. So if you do or if you don't follow me on Instagram, you might want to check the link down below in the description. Come drop me a follow over there, because I post little teasers and stuff of what's going on in my club, probably a couple of days before you would see it on the road to glory. So yeah, a random waka which, like, honestly I didn't even know I was pressing. It was just the button combinations of my left thumb and my right thumb obviously worked at that point in time, and my button mashing turned into a perfect skill that only a 5-star skiller can do, and it led to us getting the winning goal. So it was almost like fate let us win that one. 120 minutes though. This first game of the day went fully into extra time. And next game then, second game of the day, I whip one back stick for Aubameyang and he scores that one. Obviously, he is great in the air. Normally he can rise to win the header, but I've been hitting so many of them over the bar lately, like I'm putting too much power on it or something. I don't know what it is, but that was a good bit of skill, good heel click from Del Piero there. Good save from my keeper, but it came straight back out to him, and Zlatan was able to get an equaliser for my opponent. Another super, even game, this one. It really was, genuinely, like it felt pretty even. I think maybe in the second half my opponent kind of took the game to me and maybe had more opportunities than I did, but at the end of the first half obviously we were literally completely level, and then I get a very late goal. I'd gone full on all out attack just to try and get back into this game, and well, at the end of the 90 minutes you can see my opponent's probably had a slightly better game than me, but we're taking this one to extra time. Whip it into the box, or try to, with Torreira. Second time of asking, it works out for us, and it is Mbappe to rise higher than anyone else to get us that third goal, put us 3-2 up. We're all good. We're going to make this one work, right? We're going to make this one stick. Or is Van Basten going to get loads of opportunities in the 190th minute to equalise? Yeah, that's more like it. With his 98 shooting, obviously, you can't save all of them. We blocked one. It fell straight back to him. And that takes us to penalties, which kind of sucks, but I save his first one, and I am, at the moment, 2-0 up. Or when I save this one, I'm legitimately 2-0 up, or advantage +2 to Lasty. Zlatan scores. He steps up with Mbappe, and I think scores. Yeah, so it's still +2 Lasty. I step up with Mbappe, and he saves it. He goes straight down the middle, and he sort of dives, because he was standing off to one side a little bit, and then, well, I save his final pen, so, or might not have been his final pen, but the one that he needed to score to keep in the game, and that enabled us to win 3-1 on penalties, and come out of that one victorious. So, a game probably that we got a little bit lucky with, that we've ended up winning there, but 2 out of 2 games that have gone the full distance, and that one even went to penalties. How frustrating is that? It's like sapping up all my time, these lengthy matches versus opponents that are really similar level to me. Next game then, I would say I out-teamed this guy. What didn't look that special to me, to the point where I was probably a little bit overconfident, especially when you go 1-0 up after 4 minutes. You get that confidence vibe, and you start thinking, well, I can maybe do a skill move here or a skill move there, and actually you probably shouldn't. However, Heung-min Son skills it into the box, La Croquetas, and then somehow that ends up in the back of the net. Not really sure how, because it wasn't the most powerful of shots, and it's sort of, the keeper got a touch on it, so I figured he probably should save that, really, but it's fallen into the back of the net, and we are 2-0 up. However, classic Lasty, 2-0 is a terrible scoreline, because, well, 52 minutes on the clock, and Aubameyang has scored to get one back for my opponent. 65 minutes on the clock then, I'm pretty sure he wins the header with Sane, and then somehow Aubameyang's like spinning in the air, and he flicks it into the back of the net, and that's 2-2. And then some sloppy defending by myself, plays it out into Sane's path, who goes ahead and strikes home. What a goal that is. Like, if he gets that opportunity and he manages to get the shot off without my keeper being in the right place or without a defender in the way, obviously that one's going to fly in. But Ibra takes the shot, which gets palmed straight out, and well, my opponent scored one of them in the last match, and I just managed to get one of them. Again, I was on full out attack that I needed to be on, and nothing happened in extra time, so it goes straight to penalty. So that's straight to penalties, should I say. I score my first one, but so does my opponent. I step up with Perisic, second time round. Yeah, we score it. We're all good. Still firing on all cylinders right now. Here's Aubameyang steps up and scores. Ibra is the next one to step up. and, well, nice one into the back of the net. Sent him the wrong way pretty much every time, but he's kind of done the same to me. So it's 3-3 right now, and then I hit it wide with Mbappe. That's not good, and he continues to score. Sent me the wrong way again. So I really do need to score this one with Heung-min Son, but it gets saved, and in the match that I probably should have won based on the stats, I lose on penalties, and the game that I probably should have lost based on stats, I won on penalties. So, very frustrating. At that point, I had to stop playing because I went to the Ipswich match and watched my beloved side get relegated from the Championship, which I'm very sad about. But hey, hopefully we'll come back bigger, better, and stronger next year in League One. Not looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, sucks. I've never seen Ipswich relegated apart from the Premier League. Obviously way back in the day, but yeah, to go down to the 3rd tier of English football, I just absolutely gutted about that. But anyway, back to the Foot Champs. I go 1-0 up against this guy, and I was completely and utterly dominating him, and it is Neymar that is the only one that's able to score against this player, apparently. 2-0 up after 77 minutes. It was a really weird game, because I don't know, I just bossed it the whole time, but I was really struggling to score, and I had to watch out because he had this very basic team and then a 95 rated prime moments Cruyff, and he brought Messi on as well, and I was like, I don't understand your team, mate. I guess he sold everything to get that Cruyff, and now maybe he's building the squad back up again, which I guess is kind of fair if that's what makes you have fun on the game, but we were able to get the victory. Next match then, this guy's got a very colourful squad, a little bit of a mix between La Liga and the Prem. Half time, I completely and utterly dominated, really should have scored, but he got kick-off in the second half, because obviously I was the home team, so he kicks off in the second half, runs off, gets a kick-off goal, and I just felt like I couldn't defend it, which really is annoying, and then he just held off for the rest of the game. Tried to take some more attacks, I guess, and ended up looking like maybe the worthy victor, but it was such a close game. He was so defensive, it really wound me up, and I was super annoyed at that game. Anyway, next up, we get this squad. Again, I think I out-teamed that. He's got a nice Royce, nice Neymar, and Mahrez is obviously always a bit of a problem. But straight from kickoff, we're able to get a kickoff goal as well, just like my opponent did in the last match. It is Paul Pogba, who plays striker for the very first minute of my games until my formation switch comes into play. So luckily, his shot was on point there to score the goal. I'm 1-0 up at half-time, but this guy was like incredibly high pressure. And I was like, well, it's all good, later on in the game, his players will be really tired, and I'll be able to just sort of hang back and be all right. But apparently, you can play constant pressure or super high pressure, and your players just don't tire, or it doesn't matter because they've got enough left in the tank to win it in the 90th minute for him. So, yeah, at that point, I think the controller got thrown a little bit, and it just was a really horrible Saturday, to be honest, watching your club get relegated, and then actually playing and going like 3-3 on the day on Saturday, so we're now 7-4. We've got more losses this week than we had in the entirety of last week, and we've only got half the wins that we need. So I'm guessing Foot Champs is probably going to last another couple of episodes, guys, into the week as I go ahead and complete that, and the games will be played today on Sunday as you're watching this, and hopefully the servers feel better, because they felt amazing in yesterday's episode, and then I felt like I was playing in mud, mostly Saturday night. Those first 3 games where I went into extra time, they felt good as well. But Saturday evening was just awful. I guess that's pretty heavy load, really, isn't it, on the server? So not much more apart from trying to avoid it, I guess we can do, until hopefully we one day get stable gameplay across the board. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But anyway, guys, do me a massive favour, hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow the Insta, the Twitter. Those links can be found down below. Have a lovely Sunday, and I will catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.